Hello, my friends. Welcome to the Scrub League. Today Nick is with me, the same player as we saw in the first video of the Scrub League, and of course we are again playing Monarchs here.
Hello! As you see, we're going first, and we still haven't drawn the 6th card. We have pretty ordinary Monarch hand here, because I play beatdown Monarchs. I think I'll just pass here, perhaps set heavy for the bait, and that's it. Let's see. Yeah. Setting heavy is really a risky play, so yeah.
But of course, blind them misting first round is probably the stupidest play you can make, because the most often set back row will be probably scapegoat, so misting here and then not doing anything special like attacking with Reaper is really just a waste. But in this case, very lucky for him, he hit the heavy storm. So. And this is he misclicked, but right, we now see the mirror force.
He does not have a mirror force.
Yeah. Now we have premature. Okay, so you can do.
We can make 1000 Eyes restrict to pressure his set, or we can summon Breaker, or just attack with Asura, but I think we will save Asura here for the tokens and perhaps try hitting the field with Breaker.
Yeah, I agree with Breaker, because this is... I mean, the set monster is not a big... Oh, sorry. The set monster is not a big threat and for us, but we can save Meta plus Serpent for the bigger threats, like something that we can't out with our beaters. And we have to survive basically until we draw a Monarch, but then we are kind of okay.
But still, Serpent and Metamorphosis is okay play, but it would stop us here because we don't have a Monarch. So here I decided to play Terra.
Alright, so here is some scrub philosophy going on. Of course, if the card says tribute, it doesn't have to be face up, but so we have persuaded him, but by just saying nope.
Persuasion OP.
So of course he judgments the summon, which is illegal. He would have to judgment our metamorphosis. So,
but we still let him go because I didn't think he knew. We could actually summon Terra there, so let's just play on like it didn't happen.
Of course, we are taking advantage of this because we want our darks in the graveyard, because we also run BLS. So we'll see if this comes to be relevant in the future.
I said Soul Exchange because I'm afraid of something like Morphing Jar, and I don't want to lose my Soul Exchange, so let's go on.
Well, this is weird.
I said premature as well because, like I said, I'm afraid of something like Morphing Jar.
Yeah, this probably is Morphing Jar, but I don't think that a deck with judgments plays Morphings. But in the Scrub League you can be prepared to face anything, so we add. Right, so we have our BLS here, and of course we want to strike with Asura here right now, because
he has 2 monsters and 1 back row, but still it's not really a bad play to summon Breaker and destroy his back row, since Solemn is already out and we do not really have any idea what is the other card, and even if it's Scapegoat, it won't be proxed.
Okay, but I just wanted to add that if our Asura gets killed, we have immediate access to BLS because of these 1000 Eyes here.
Yeah, but still, Asura is really a good monster because it destroys tokens and can attack every monster, and because this is a beatdown deck, we want to preserve it.
So here is another interesting situation that quite often happens in GOAT format. So opponent first turn set 1 monster, then in our second turn we didn't kill it, and then in his turn he didn't flip it, but he set another one. And so Nick decided to attack the second one because he knows that the first monster is something that won't immediately hurt him. It could be something like Set Tsukuyomi or Sangan, or I don't know.
Magician of Fate, because he does not have any... Oh, he has spells, so it's not. And now we found out that it's Night Assailant. Of course, we tank it like a champ.
200 damage.
Now we could play Graceful Charity. Oh,
Okay, so another feature of Scrub League is playing the traps in not the right timing, because he wants to save this trap here, so it seems like a threat to us if this card is set, but now that we know that he has no back row, we can probably even try to kill him with BLS this turn.
yeah. We have Graceful Charity, we have Premature Burial, and as you see here, we will of course discard Asura for the light, Summon Breaker, Premature.
This should be game. Fuck off.
And we on to the next game.
But yeah, let's mention again that if he didn't activate the trap card immediately, we would not afford the OTK, because we were gonna be afraid.
Another thing, when you're playing against such players, you don't even cite anything out because you have no idea what he's playing.
Yep. This is why... never mind. Alright, he goes first. No, we go. So he let us go first, I guess.
Yeah. I said Sinister Serpent because I have Compulsory and I'm not afraid of enemies, Nobleman or Nobleman. So we have Testalos next turn. Here we tribute Sinister Serpent for Testalos, play Nobleman and Delinquent, but first we tribute and then play Nobleman, because we want to avoid opponents' tornado tribute.
Yeah, but also we will save this Delinquent, I think, because he will only have one card in hand after we... right, so again, he just shotguns this trap, which is not a good play, he should wait. And Solemn.
he plays Solomon.
This is actually correct use of Solemn this time.
But we still have out on his set, so we see it's Mask. So,
so now we know that he is probably playing some sort of flip control deck with Mask of Darkness.
He wants to stun us.
Yeah.
And next play is play Delinquent Duo and leave him with just one card.
Reveal deck. So
another thing when playing playing online is we don't really show our decks because opponent can just screenshot them. But in this case, I just showed him because I just wanted to win and not to argue more. So, oh well. Here pretty straightforward, attack Behemoth, he won't play a back row because Behemoth comes back.
But of course,
he did.
This is not a misplay, guys, remember, because in Scrub League we do not do any misplays. This is just
planned.
This is just high dimensional, high IQ play that we cannot yet understand. But I think that in this replay we will see something even greater. Right? Is it this replay? I think it is.
It is.
Okay.
Next turn.
So,
stay tuned.
Yeah, alright, so Mirror Force.
Next thing, we wait for a Behemoth, because he comes back in the end phase.
We should put it in defense, but we don't even care at this point. Right, yeah. Who cares?
He sets one.
So...
He doesn't even... Oh, he does.
Right.
He flipped it.
It was Tuk, and
we
now...
play Sakuretsu, of course, because we don't have any other monsters.
And so now you guys have to prepare for this extraordinary play of unimaginable depths. Alright, first of course we add Serpent, and then he strikes with Solemn.
As you see, Solomon does twice as damage as Behemoth would. That's a win-win situation for us.
No, it's for him, because maybe he plays the reversal quiz, so he wants to trade our life points in the end. I don't know. And let's see. Yeah, we just have a game here.
RIP.
What can you do? And this is the end of this replay. I want to thank you, Void Harmony, for one of the best replays I ever saw in my GOAT format career. And shout out to our friend Yaka, who plays 3 Solemns in his GOAT control builds, and he doesn't play scapegoats. So
you should try it out sometimes. It's
yeah,
it's something.
Alright, see you next time.